And maybe try the side of the hands, the back of the hands. Yeah, good. And what if he does one hand at a time?
Let's come back. Let's come back. I like this on your knees. That's nice. One hand.
There you go. And then what if you take it to the outside of the left hand? So think of it in terms as a dancer. How would you make that so beautifully elegant as a dancer? By the way, Mom is a dancer. She's a professional dancer. So that's why we're using it like this. And how does that, if you were doing a contemporary or modern type of dance, how would that movement translate all the way up his arm into his left shoulder, and how the whole spine and the head reach or move across the diagonal? There you go. See how the head moved?
I'm concerned I'm going to run over that other arm.
No, I want a little bit. Yeah. So then you can move his arm. You're in charge. And then notice yourself, how he's breathing, right? As you're making the sounds, psh, you know that there's an exhalation, and you notice that there's an inhalation. And you keep it simple. Make sure he's not pressing too much of his body into the roller. Maybe at some point it becomes a little uncomfortable, but usually with most children it's wonderfully comfortable. And how soft can you touch him with your hands?
Yeah, what do you think? I feel like I need to take my shoes off so that I can put my feet somewhere else.
Okay.
There.
And then at what point do you stop that same sound and let it be quiet and let him just hear the sounds of the world around him? Or do you change it into another sound? Do you see that's the difference in everything else? And what Feldenkrais's way of thinking and working is it doesn't stay the same. It's the way the world works. It never stays the same. Unless we want to control the environment, keep it to stay the same so that a learning pattern is created. And then we slowly entice it to come into another way of being. So we entice it to make a pattern by making that same sound and incorporating it with the movement until a pattern is created. Maybe that pattern for Miles is safety, calm, introspection.
It does seem like he's
thinking. He's paying attention. Look at that. Look at how he's on his elbows and forearms. Don't do anything. Look. See, this is where you sit back and watch him. Don't rub him because that's just extraneous stuff. That's Mom. Beautiful elbows and forearms, and his hands softly open. Sucking. It's okay. And what if you put your hands just gently at his hips, his iliac crests? Just Just give him support there. That's it. There you go. I want you to really take this time. I'm going to say two things. One is a little bit oxymoron, okay? I want you to take this time to not be mom, to really be the teacher. Now that I said that, I want you to know that there is no better teacher than the mom or dad, right?
If you can do that.
In the lovingness. There's no better healer. There is no better therapist. There is no better anything in the universe than the touch from your parent. But that being said, we're not going to make it mommy and me. Okay? And in that, you're going to see where you place your hands on his iliac crest. Yeah. Softly, gently. And give him very gentle movements forward and back that you're not thinking, no, forward and back. That's it. And then back. Make it small. Make it half that speed because he's so quiet in his listening. And see how that translates and transfers up through his body. And see what you can teach him. And what you're teaching Miles. Yeah. And you can change it up. Yeah. Okay, careful. That's what you do at home. And that's your comfort zone. So I want you to do it slightly different. Take the sound and turn it into something else. There you go. Because when you do that, you've taught him something new. So he won't be 80 years old and have to hear that sound for calm. Right? It's a lesson that grows us through life. That we can take the one sound and turn it into many things that give us growth. That's right. See, we've been so, in society, we've been so, I can't think of the word, we've been so taught, that's not the word, but I'm going to say it. We've been so taught that that we have to do it just the one way again and again and go back to that same thing. Mm-hmm. And then in Feldenkrais, I would say, where's the learning? Where's that part that enables us to be a better, more mature human being? Mature meaning that we're being able to enact our lives in different areas. We have different places that we can live our life that way. So we don't always have to go back to the rocking, to the humming, but that the rocking can take us into the movement in the pelvis, to the spine, to the head. Straight, at a diagonal, at the other diagonal. Maybe that diagonal turns into a reach.
He's asleep.
That's okay. He cried a lot and he was up early. And he's just closing his eyes and he's resting.
I think he's really comfortable.
It is. I'm telling you, it's a very comfortable position. And finally, the Siamese kitten feels better. Yes.
She's not my kitty, so I shouldn't.
But she was very concerned about this kitty that was meowing in here a lot.
Loudly meowing.
Loudly meowing. Okay. Oh yeah, so that is kind of asleep. Okay, don't rub. But you can take your fingers like this and go all the way up his spine and define his spine. Yeah.